Hey everyone, welcome to Illegal Alien Racing. Remember that Sodi Kart I used to own? This is it, but the new owner is my friend Juan that I met in Rental Kart League Racing. This is his very first day out at the track in this kart, so I'm going to help him out on this day, and we're going to experience what it's like through Juan's perspective to have a kart and take it out to the track for the very first time. Very important that you check to make sure that white seal, that O-ring or whatever you want to call it, is in there, because if that falls out and you put it back on, and gas is just going to come all over, it's going to come out, and it's going to get you all full of gas and not good. Look at all that money just draining away.
Will be burned.
Now let go. Now let go of that. Hit the button and give it a little bit of gas. Final call for you. All right, here we go. I told him before this session, in the first lap, maybe two, just warm the tires up, warm the brakes up, get used to the kart, and then go as fast as he's comfortable going. So we'll take a few laps with him and just watch him drive his kart for the first time, and I'll be back a little bit later. comes in after a few laps because his micron is not displaying the exhaust gas temperature, and he wants to see that reading. So I didn't put the last part of the first session, but I did record his initial reaction after he got out of the cart, and then we're going to go back and join him for the second session that he goes out in.
Whew.
All right, your first session is done.
Yeah.
What do you think about your new go-kart or cart?
Awesome, amazing, completely different tire.
Are you tired?
Yeah, the arms a little bit, but yeah, it's amazing. Start getting more confidence every lap, see the warming up the tires and pushing a little bit myself. But yeah, the car was awesome. Yeah.
We're back on board. This is early during his second session. I only recorded 2 of them. There's a couple of things I want to talk about during this session. You can tell that he's getting a lot more comfortable in the cart. He's getting a lot more confident. He's going a little bit faster lap over lap. I want you to listen to the braking here in this left-hander. You can hear him briefly lock up the back wheels, which is important. He's trying to figure out the brakes. How hard and far does he have to push him to get the back wheels to lock up? It's going to be very important as he starts to go faster and faster to know where that is on his brakes so he can push the cart but not lock them up and spin the cart around. Now Juan has a very similar path in karting to the one I took, and that's last year was his very first time ever driving a go-kart as far as I understand, but definitely racing. He started Rental League racing last year here at Dallas Karting Complex, and I remember one of the early races. I actually met him. I didn't really know him, but you know, he was struggling to make the final. He was in the LCQ, and you know, I think he did make the final a couple of times. But as the season progressed, he got better and better, and started becoming more consistent. And then now he's in the middle of his second season Rental Kart League racing. And you know, at some point he figured out, you know what, I really think this karting thing is pretty cool. I think it's for me. And he went out and bought his cart. And that's a very similar experience to what I did. Now, you don't have to do it that way. You can just jump in and go. But before you buy one of these carts, I think it's really important to know, like, do you like this stuff? Because these carts are expensive. They're kind of expensive to maintain, depending on how much you drive them, etc. And I'd hate for someone to go out and spend several thousands of dollars and then figure out they don't like it. So I think Rental Kart League Racing is a really good way to kind of understand if you like this or not. Now he told me, I don't know what the final outcome is going to be, but he told me he doesn't plan on racing this season. He just wants to learn how to drive the kart. I think that's a really good idea. Is he capable of going in a race? I would say right now, no, he needs more track time. This is his first time at the track, first time driving the kart. He hasn't raced anything before, so he just needs more time learning how to drive. But the experience of Rental Kart League racing is going to help him a little bit in a race format because he understands what's going on. It's just a lot faster. Now right there you see another driver go around him. He moves out of the way. Other driver's very respectful and is very patient with them and just makes the move when it's safe. You definitely don't want to get into a wreck, especially when you're practicing. There's no reason to do that. And you can see too, one thing I noticed when I was watching this, and I'm not really surprised by it because I've gotten to know Juan just a little bit, and I know that he Rental Kart League races, but you can see that he has a really good understanding of what lines he should be taking on the track. It's just a matter of getting used to them and trying to hit them. These karts are a lot more difficult to drive than the rental karts. And you can tell by his hands. Watch his hands. He starts shifting them. Whichever hand is going to be to the inside, that one goes to the top. And then when it's going to be in a different turn, he switches them. See right there? He kind of switches them. He's kind of pulling down with the inside hand. I saw this when I reviewed this footage, and I talked to him later this day and said, hey, you did great. I noticed this one little thing, and He was real receptive to it. I'm not trying to criticize him. It's his first day. I had my first day. Everybody has their first day. It's just something that I pointed out to him because I do not want him to develop bad habits early on. He needs to develop good driving habits and make it just muscle memory. But overall, I think he's doing really good. You see he's in control of his cart. There's some people that I see come out here for the first time and they spin the cart 3 times the first session. You can tell he's very in control of the cart at all times and slowly pushing it just a little bit more and a little bit more. You can tell he's starting to get a little bit tired. All right, so he's going to bring it in, call it a session. Puts his left hand up right there, just as he was told to do, to instruct the other drivers. There's only one on track, he's not close to him. That he's going to slow down. It's a good habit to always do that, even if there is no one on track. Again, muscle memory, keeping good habits, being safe at all times. Fantastic first day. Looking forward to driving with him and seeing him progress in his kart ownership, and listen to how tired he is. It's definitely a workout. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all take it easy.